Start by opening with a strong hook that immediately captures attention. The hook should challenge the viewer's assumptions about intelligence and success. Emphasize that true intelligence is not displayed in public achievements alone, but in private habits, silent decisions, and unseen discipline. Make the audience curious about what highly intelligent men do when no one is watching. Then transition into explaining that most people misunderstand intelligence. It is not only academic success, social status, or wealth. Instead, it is reflected in behavior when there is no external reward or observation. Highlight that the real difference between average individuals and highly intelligent men lies in consistency, self-awareness, emotional control, and private discipline. Now introduce the core section, the 8 habits. Each point should be explained in depth with psychological reasoning, real-life implications, and emotional impact. Do not simply list them. Instead, expand each behavior into a meaningful insight. First, describe how highly intelligent men use solitude for self-reflection. Explain that when alone, they analyze their decisions, mistakes, and emotions. They do not avoid their thoughts. Instead, they confront them honestly. This habit strengthens self-awareness and long-term thinking. Second, explain that they practice delayed gratification even when no one is watching. They resist instant pleasure such as junk food, excessive entertainment, or unnecessary distractions. Emphasize that this invisible discipline builds long-term success and mental strength. Third, discuss how they continuously learn in private. They read, study, and explore new ideas without needing validation. Their curiosity is self-driven, not socially motivated. Explain how this constant learning expands their thinking capacity and decision-making ability. Fourth, highlight that they evaluate their own behavior critically. When alone, they review their actions and ask themselves difficult questions. They do not justify mistakes. Instead, they correct them. This internal accountability makes them mentally strong and reliable. Fifth, explain that they work on their physical and mental health even without external pressure. They exercise, maintain routines, and protect their sleep schedule because they understand that discipline in private creates strength in public performance. Sixth, describe how they plan their future in silence. They think deeply about goals, strategies, and long-term direction. They do not announce every plan publicly. Instead, they build in silence. This protects their focus and reduces unnecessary distractions or criticism. Seventh, explain that they control their emotions when alone. They process anger, stress, and anxiety internally instead of reacting impulsively. They train their mind to respond logically rather than emotionally, which improves their relationships and decisions. Eighth, highlight that they eliminate toxic habits privately. No one sees the moments when they decide to stop bad habits, reduce negativity, or change their environment. This private transformation is what eventually leads to visible success. After explaining all 8 points, transition into a deeper philosophical message. Emphasize that intelligence is not loud. It is quiet, consistent, and often invisible. The habits a man practices alone define the results he gets in public. Reinforce the idea that solitude is not emptiness but a training ground for greatness. Then add emotional depth by addressing the viewer directly. Make them reflect on their own private habits. Ask thought-provoking questions such as what they do when no one is watching, how they behave in isolation, and whether their private life aligns with their public goals. Finally, end the script with a strong motivational conclusion. Encourage the viewer to start improving their unseen habits immediately. Emphasize that transformation does not start in front of others but in silence. Reinforce the message that highly intelligent men are not born. They are built in moments no one sees. Maintain a consistent tone of inspiration, psychological insight, and subtle intensity throughout the script. Ensure smooth transitions between sections, high engagement pacing, and emotionally impactful language designed to retain viewers until the end.